Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a brand new event that popped up and it's called the Winter's Path. And I'm currently recording this from my free-to-play account right now. And I wanted to give you a free-to-play perspective or how I would be approaching this event right here and pretty much just breaking it down for you guys. And if it's possible, if it's doable, if it's impossible, if we're screwed, you know, that along those lines. But basically, this entire event is going to offer you 250 snow points. And alright, so I had to go grab my phone real quick because I had some numbers that I written down in here that I calculated earlier. So the total amount of snow points you're going to need to get this done, if you go down the path of only getting the snow points, right, all the way down to these two right here, without trying to, I guess, like be tempted to go in another direction to get these along the way, it's 58,300 points. That's how much you're going to need. But it's not going to be easy, guys, okay? I'm not going to pretend like it's going to be easy. It's I mean, there's a lot of ways you can get these points, right? Upgrading champions, getting artifact accessories, summoning souls from soul stones. And I'm so glad that I've been saving up all my soul stones for this because it's going to make it a little bit easier for me. Now, I'm sure a lot of you out there are not going to have soul stones saved up because like it's kind of hard to save up soul stones, right? Like most of us just pop them like whenever or whatever, but I mean, like, again, like as a free-to-play player, I have to just hoard my resources as long as possible until there's a particular event that I'm just ready to jam it on, and it's gonna be this one for me. And for the amount of points you'll be able to accumulate here, it's gonna be, so one thing I wanted to mention is I did look around to see like previous points you would get from ranking up champions and leveling up champions, and this is going to be like over 100% more points offered than what you would usually get. So I think in that aspect, this could make it a little bit easier as well for those of you that have champions you can level up, and like you could think of this as a champ training, another one. And we literally just had one, so I'm sure a lot of you might be depleted on resources. But if you happen to have resources still saved up or whatever, then like let's just say that let's pretend this is an event that says you need 10,000 champ training points, which is a lot, and you're going to need about 5,000 champ training points, or maybe less than that, maybe 4,500 from like a normal event, which should equate to about 10,000 for this, right? So that's kind of a way you could think of it. So let's say a normal champ training event says you need 10,000, then you would probably keep getting about over 20,000 points from this event here. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Now, as far as the accessories and artifacts you can get from the dungeons, I don't remember exact numbers that you would get for these, but I think it might be double as well. I'm not sure, but what I did do the math for this is like the average, if you're doing like spider 20 or higher, the average or even spider hard 1 through 10, the average amount of points you'll get here is about 45 snow points per run. That's between 5-star or rank 5 and rank 6 accessories, or even I guess like if you're doing regular dungeons, then then rank 5 and rank 6 artifacts. But right now there is a spider tournament taking place, so it's going to be ideal for you to do spider event, right? But the math that I did from here is, so you would need around 16, let's just say 1600 energy to get this done, right? And I guess it would be less than that because the amount of points you would need here is it might be even 1,000 actually. But for some reason I just said 1600 because I don't know, that's how I looked at it. But let's just say 1600 energy to be safe, right? To get this done right here, which is doable. Just use up all the energy you accumulate from 1 day, 2 days. That's about 1600 energy, so you're good to go. So 1600 energy, let's just say you do that to get this done, then you're going to be getting about 1600 energy at 20 energy per run. If you're doing stage 20 or higher, or even stage hard 1 through 10, then it's gonna be about 80 runs, right? So that's gonna give you about 3,600 points. So that's like kind of like, I guess, the base that you could start with, which is not much. So again, you're gonna need about 58,300 points to get this done, and you have 3,600 to start with just as like a base, I guess, just using that as an example. It's gonna be hard, right? It's gonna be really hard. So let's say you look at this as a champ training event and you accumulate about 20,000 snow points. And again, if you would view that as a regular champ training event, it would be like 10,000 points you would need, right? Because this is pretty much like over 100% offered as far as points. then you'll be starting with 23,600, right? So what can you do with the 23,600 that accumulated? Less if you were to do just the minimum base requirement for artifact and accessories and upgrading your champions as if it was a regular champ training event. Then you would go down the path of this. You would go with the 500 energy into the gems, which is 1,000 points right there. Then you ideally would want to grab both of these, and these are not too expensive, so that's another 2,000. So that'll be 3,000 total so far. And now you want to snag both of these, which is another 3,000, so that's 6,000. And then you want to go down just one of these paths here, not both, because you want to be as efficient as possible. Then that's another 2,000, so that's 8,000 total so far. And then you definitely want to grab this one in the middle here, and that's going to be another 2,300, so that's 10,300. And then you're not going to be able to, well, I mean, let's say you only have, because you're not going to be able to get both of these with the amount I just said. So that's going to be 10,300 plus this, which is 15,300. And now you get this right here, which is 18,300. So that's going to leave you about 5,000, right? So you're able to just grab either the void shard here, or you can grab this and then hope you have enough points to get the rest of this done with maybe more upgrading champions or artifact accessories. And if you, maybe even if you have some soul stones laying around, then this could be an option too. Most of us should definitely be able to get like at least 3 of these, which is gonna be 50 points plus that is 70 points. Now, what I do want to mention here that's very, very important is I went around asking because I didn't have the information written down, unfortunately, or I didn't cite it or anything or take a screenshot. The amount of points that you got from the Summon Rush back then was 300 total, right? If you were able to get to the second tier, the second part of it. And the first tier was 100 points, and the second portion, the bottom row, was 200 points, and that'll equal to 300 points. Now, it's hard to like gauge for most of you out there because I don't know what you guys went for, but let's say you went for the first one at the top, which is easier, which is 100 points. So that means you are able to miss out on this event here entirely if you would like to. But I don't know if I'll go with that path because there's going to be more events that pop up and you don't want to put yourself in a hole like that. So I think you should at least go for these 3 right here to give yourself some wiggle room. But let's say you didn't do a single, any of the Summon Rush points last weekend, right? If let's say you didn't get any of those 300 points, you cannot miss out on this event. Like if you miss out on these 3 right here, it's over for you because that was, you can only miss out on 500 points and still be able to get the Tormin done because Tormin is 2,000 points requirement and the total they offer us is 2,500. Now 300 was from the last week. This total here is 250. So that means you have to go for these 3 right here. You have to, otherwise it's over. But again, the path I would try to get to is at least get to these right here. I think these are more doable, or even like 4 of these, right? If you do 4 of these, it's what, 70, plus this is the 110. So that'll leave yourself some more wiggle room to try to hopefully get this done. And if you are fortunate enough to get this done as well, then that's another 40 there, so that's 150. And I think for most people out there, like maybe 90% of you, if you're, I guess, if you are free to play, this is probably not going to be doable, right? I don't even know if I can get this done, but so let's just go over my points then. What can I do here and what can I get done? So let's just do the math real quick. I actually did the math already, but I just want to run it through for you guys real quick. So I have 98 Mortal Soul Stones here, right? So 98 times the 100 is going to be 9,800. And then I have 7 Immortal Soul Stones here, and each of these are going to be, it was 750 points, I believe. Let me just make sure. It was 1,500 points. So I got the 9,800, right? I got the 1,500. So from 7 of their Mortal Soul Stones, I'll have 10,500 points plus the 9,800. And I'm already off to a good start. 20,300 points right off the bat for myself. And then let's just say I do the minimum requirement of the, well, it's not a minimum requirement, but just let's just say I use 1,600 energy on Spider because there's a Spider event going on right now and I get those points as well. Then that's going to give me an average of 45 points each per run. So that's going to be an additional 3,600 points just on average. Then that's going to leave me with 23,900 points to work with, easy. Now, that's not including the champ training stuff here. So let's just say I do just pretend it's a normal champ training event and I go for 10,000 points. Again, this offers you more points. So it's going to be over 100% more points. So let's just say that's an additional 20,000 points, right? I'm going to have 43,900 points to work with here because I think I am going to be able to get the champ training portion done, because I have a lot of champions I can level up and I guess rank up. But 43,900. So the path I could go down here is 1,000, right? 2,000, 3,000, and then 6,000, and then 8,000, 10,300, and then 20,300, and then plus these two right here is going to be 26,300, and then there's going to be 31,300, and then I could go down to one of these right here that's going to be 38,300, and then I have just enough to get one of these, which will leave me at 42,300, and I'll have just a little bit left, right? 1,600. So what can I do with the 1,600? I mean, I guess I could just try to keep saving and maybe go for this, the primal shard, or maybe even I try to go for this right here and then work my way down there. So I think I'm going to walk away with this entire event done at about, yeah, I mean, I'll probably have 200 points off of just this, and I'm probably going to miss out on this, to be honest. So that'll be a good haul for me personally, but I hope I was able to give some insight on this path breakdown. I know I was kind of all over the place, but it's really hard to just, you know, be very organized with this kind of event because there's a lot going on here. But I'm hoping that a lot of you can get a lot of, like, most of this points done as a free-to-play, as a low spender or whatever. But yeah, so those are my thoughts on it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be putting out another video shortly in a little bit where I open all my soul stones that I've saved up as a 100% free-to-play player, which I'm very proud of. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Good luck with this tournament. Good luck with your summons, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. And if you guys do enjoy my content, please make sure to subscribe, drop a like on this video, and I'll see you all in the next video.